Hi everyone. Hi me from the past. And hello to me from the future to the for the future or whatever. Um I just wanted to say that I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I am experiencing so much happiness. Like I am so happy with myself. I'm so happy with my life. I'm so proud of myself. I'm just so happy. So, Fatima, Fatima, as you know, okay, okay, I'm just gonna rant, because that's like the whole point of this is like a digital diary, So, from like 18 to 20, like literally a few months ago, I was so moody. like, I was so moody. I was always so angry. Like my mood swings were like that, I'd be like this and then down and then up and then down and then up and then down. But now we're just up. But I used to be like that. I was really moody and I could get really aggressive, actually, not like physically, but like it was this rage that would fill me. And then in the moment when it was happening, I was thinking to myself, like, well, yeah, of course I'm moody. Like, you're doing this to bother me, But now looking back, I realized that the way I was reacting was not appropriate, you know? I remember when I turned 18, I had a lot of anger because I feel like as the older sister, my parents expected me um to go from like a child to now you're an adult, basically. I kind of had like that expectation a little bit. Like when I would cuddle with my parents, like they want me to get off their bed. But I wanted to like snuggle with them and stuff because I was like, oh my gosh, when is the last time I'll be able to do this? I mean, when's the next time I'll be able to do this? And then growing up with my sister being younger, I saw the way that they would treat her and then the way that they would treat me, and I would get really sad. I would get really sad because I was like, okay, like that's it. Like I'm not a child anymore. I have to grow up. And it made me really sad. It really did. And I remember because these things made me sad, I would get so frustrated at my parents that I would be really angry with them or like go without talking to them, because I was like, oh yeah, then in my mind I was thinking, oh yeah, that I'm gonna show you how it feels. Like, I'll show you how it feels to be treated differently or whatever. And and um and so I would go like maybe a few days without talking to them. And in those few days, they would go out to eat together and they would get ice cream together and do all these things together. And I wasn't involved because I was angry. I was sitting in my room angry. And then it would frustrate me even more because I'm like, in my mind, I wanted things to work out one way, but they would really do the opposite, because in my like 18-year-old mind, I was like, okay, if I'm angry at them, then they're gonna try to make me happy again, you know? But no, that's not how it was because I was basically like telling them, like, I need space, I need space, I need space. And so what did they give me? Space. They gave me exactly what I asked for, and I still like was not satisfied. So literally like that, it was honestly like self-destructive because I was just totally isolating myself. Like I was isolating myself from friends. I was isolating myself from family. Like it was bad, honestly. So come like a few months ago, like I'm talking from like October to December. Okay, actually since before, I knew that I was like moody. Like, I was always angry. Like, my dad would always make comments like, you have to be careful what you say around Fatima because you don't know what's gonna make her upset. And I'd be like, Dad. But he was right. He was right. And so in October, I was like, basically, last year was like a year to just start over. Just start over. I had finished school. I had gotten a car. I had gotten out of a relationship. I was starting fresh. And so 2024 was kind of a difficult year for me because there was a lot of change going in my life. There was a lot of change happening, and I didn't know how to handle it or process it or whatever. Like, it would overwhelm me, you know? I cried a lot out of frustration, out of so many different things. But October, end of 2024, I was like, something has to change. Like, this has to change. And so I started to recognize that I was the problem, you know? And even though my parents and my sister definitely sometimes would do things on purpose to make me angry, that does not mean that I should have reacted the way that I reacted. So, October, I was like, okay, I am right now, I'm the angry daughter, I'm the angry sister, and I don't want to be this way. I don't want to be this way. And you know what? I don't have to be this way. I don't have to be this way. And so I would start writing down all the things that I wanted to happen in the new year. You know, I wanted peace. I wanted to be able to forgive people. I wanted patience. I wanted this. I wanted that. Like, I got very specific of all the things that I wanted. And I wrote them all down. And the same thing how I wrote down all the things that I wanted, I wrote all the things that I wanted to leave behind. I wrote how I wanted to leave behind this, like, anxious mentality of what are people thinking about me, or if I do something and I fail, I'm a failure. You know, I wanted to leave all of that behind because I had gotten to a point where I understood that I'm sabotaging myself. I'm sabotaging myself basically by being that way. And so I was like, okay, let's put behind everything that's in the past, whatever, or all the things that I don't want, let's put it behind us. And then bring forward all the things that I do want. And I did that. And then for December 31st, you know, I did my thing with them. And I had, like, super clean my room, like super clean. I cleansed my room. And then January 1st, woke up, literally had the best sleep of my life. And I woke up and I had planned a trip to Puerto Rico January 18 or 19. So in 2 weeks, I was gonna leave for vacation, basically. And it was so nice. It was so nice. I was staying with my grandmother, so I really had to practice patience. But yeah, it was very hard because I was aware of the fact that I was, like, so moody and so angry and so everything. But it's hard to admit, like, I was wrong. What I did was wrong, you know, because everybody always wants to blame someone else, you know, like, oh, well, my parents are always yelling at me, or my sister does it on purpose. But you can't control the things that people do to you, but you control the way you react to them. And that was my my problem. I wasn't controlling the way I was reacting. And I just feel so happy, honestly. Now, like, when someone does wrong by me, I'm just like, they're probably having a bad day. You know, I'm not like, fuck you, you know? I'm just like, they're probably having a bad day. And a lot of the time they are, you know? So, because only miserable people would act miserable, and I was miserable. That's why I was acting miserable. And I'm done being miserable. I don't want to be miserable anymore. So yeah, I feel good. Another thing is, I always want to travel. I've always wanted to travel. But my family aren't really like the traveling type. Like, my dad is scared of heights. He doesn't really like airplanes. My mom spends money on like other things, you know? And I'd say like, I want to go to this country. I want to go to this place. And they'd be like, oh, you're gonna go there? No, that's not a good place. Don't go there. Don't go there. And it's like, shut up. Just let me be. And okay, so even though I was going to Puerto Rico and like my grandma's there and everything there, like it was a good first step of like technically traveling alone, you know? And oh, so what was I saying? So another thing is that um what was I saying? Yeah, that basically like traveling, I'm just not gonna wait for people anymore. Cause I feel like I have to travel with someone, but I really don't. And it's definitely not gonna be with my family because they're not really travelers. They're settlers. So yeah. I'm kind of planning a trip for the summer, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Um, but yeah, that was it. You don't choose what happens to you, but you choose the way you react to it. There's this quote that I love so much. I love it so much. It's pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Like, bad things are always going to happen, but you can like choose to move forward, or you can stay there and suffer. And I took that to the heart. You know, I took that to the heart, and I choose happiness. I choose not to suffer. I choose not to be miserable. I choose not to be angry. Because so many times, I mean, still, like, it's February, so it's been 2 months. It's about to be March, but so many times, like, things still happen where my sister, my parents, people make me upset, and I'm like, but then I have to be like, it's not that serious. I'm just zen now. I'm chill. I'm chill. But yeah, so if in the future, Fatima, you're struggling with regulating your emotions, come back to this video because I love you. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you, and I love my family so much, and I love my friends, and I love everybody. I have so much love to spread. Spread the love. I feel the love. I was literally born in the month of love. Like, how can I be miserable, you know? This month is to love everyone and to love yourself. So yeah, make sure to spread the love, guys. Spread the love, spread your legs, spread the word.